The truth about gangs is that gangs really don't make any sense in this day and age. There was a time when gangs made sense. The modern gang makes no sense because the modern gang very rarely accomplishes anything of significance. Why is that they don't? Because there's nothing to accomplish really of significance on that level anymore. In the 80s and 90s, when drugs were harder to get, when prostitution was harder to get, to own territory and control trades in that territory had some kind of meaning. But look at today. Drugs and prostitutes are available via an instant message. What does territory mean? Women have bypassed the pimp completely by OnlyFansing. They can literally say, why should I sell my body to random niggas that I don't know for this little bit of money where I could fuck a nigga that I do know and make 10 times more? And the same thing with the drug trade. A smart drug dealer gets a select group of clientele who wants the convenience, gives them his cell phone, his messaging, and he only sells to them. Why would he stand on the corner and risk catching a simple ass possession case or whatever? He gets clientele he knows, and he only deals with them. So then that leaves the gangs. What is the value of gang territory? What is the value of saying we are the West Side Boys, or we are the Third Street Boys, or we are the set from, College Hill, or whatever the fuck you call yourself? What is the real value? And there is none. So what's left from that era? Gang beef. Gangs fighting and murdering over status. Now, here's the problem with the status. The only person that cares about the status is other gangs. So you're literally fighting to prove a point to the enemy, but the point is just, we can kill. Guess what? They can kill. What is the point? You could be the quickest, best shooting nigga in the world and get shot and killed. You could be the hardest, realest, gun totingest, run up in the spot, blow 50 dudes' heads off nigga in the world and still get shot by one lame nigga with a lucky shot. So that point that you're trying to prove in that regard means nothing. But here's my hope for gangs, because I'm anti-gang, as they are now. See, Bloods and Crips shooting each other is stupid. MS-13 and Trinitarios killing each other is stupid. But here's what they really, really fear. They fear the good side of gangs. And that's one thing that they chose and strategically chose to get out of gangs, the good side. See, whether or not, if you break down what a gang actually is, it's a bunch of organized urban people. If they organized urban people and they realize, oh, we could organize and do something positive. Not just do something positive like save the hood or blah, blah, blah. No, I mean something positive, even if it's just for them. Let's take a gang set. Let's take a set of Bloods. That's 50 niggas. Okay? Let's say all of those 50 niggas sell drugs. Let's say all of those 50 niggas come in the crib one day with $50,000, with $50. Okay? $50 could buy you enough inventory to sell online and turn that $50 a piece into $500 a piece. Now let's say you flip that $500 and do the same thing. All of y'all inside of a year could be pulling in at least $10,000 extra. 50 times 10,000. Do your math. And if all of y'all flip that continuously and even pay taxes on it, where it's legal money, because remember, this started from 50. 50 is a little below the tax radar. Nobody's going to ask where you got $50. But if you took that $50 and flipped it enough times, and now there's a Bloods owned burger joint where all of y'all own it together, and all of y'all is getting the money from it. And on top of that, y'all take the money and y'all say right next to the Bloods own burger joint, you know what we gonna do? We gonna open up the Bloods laundromat that we own legally. Yeah, we're all Bloods, but it don't say Bloods on it. It have our legal names on it. They scared of that. Why are they scared of it? Because it's so simple, because you already done the hardest part. You organized. So they want y'all to sit there and kill each other because they really fear the fact that y'all know that y'all can organize. They really fear that. Society fears that. So if the Bloods and the Crips literally took advantage of the greatest advantage that they have, the fact that they're able to organize and recruit, and influence the young, everybody could get rich. At least everybody in those gangs could get rich. So we need them to kill each other. We need that. That's how society thinks. We need them to kill each other, because the second that all of those brown people, all of those Hispanic brothers realize we could pool our money and do something crazy with it, America is roughed up. So we need them to keep battling each other. You look at MS-13, one of the biggest gangs in the world. What do they say? Oh, they're so notorious, blah, 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 blah. But you look at MS-13. MS-13 has groups that actually work in multiple continents. Imagine if MS-13 bought shipping boats, leased out docks in every country. MS-13 could start a shipping industry and control a foothold in the shipping industry. Legally. Think about that. Because legally means if you lock me up because I had a fight with my baby moms, or you lock me up because you caught me with X amount of weed that I was going to smoke, or even if you lock me up for something legitimate, like I had a gun charge, or I did some fucked up shit, like I robbed somebody. If I own something legally, that's mine. I will go to jail, do my bid, and come home, and that's still mine. And it probably was making me money all that time. Imagine that. If every blood nigga had their stake, their legal stock in a business, you wouldn't need nobody to put money on your books. Your business would be putting money on your books, nigga. So what do? We tell these niggas, nah, shoot each other, because that nigga don't like you, because he ain't from your set. That's why I could never be in a gang, because I could always see that big picture. And then I could also see the phoniness of it. You know, when you're up top in New York, most of the niggas that's gang affiliated in prisons are blood niggas. I'm just being real. I was locked up with a lot of blood niggas. And you know where most of the beef in prison is? From one blood set to another blood set. You know where most of the rapes are? One blood set to another blood set. Most of the cuttings, stabbings, all of that is blood on blood. So a lot of niggas that's joined Bloods so that they would have a huge camaraderie no matter where they went. Now they up top beefing with Bloods. Because, yeah, I'm a Blood from East Harlem and you a Blood from West Harlem. It's just that stupid. So, but if you look at it logically, take jail. If there was not that kind of infighting in the jail, they would pose a huge security risk. Because again, most of the gang affiliates up top consider themselves blood. That literally means the Bloods would run all of the jails. But you know it would never happen because everybody want to be the motherfucking chief. And one nigga would want to be the nigga that passed orders down, blah, blah, blah. But just think hypothetically, if all the Bloods was united in prison, past the petty shit, past the my set is from here, your set is from there, what could any guard say to them? We're going to move you to another jail? I'm part of that too. But this won't happen because we have to change our mentality as people, and we have to change the way we do things as ex-convicts and convicts. Because we know that won't happen, we have to change our individual minds. And that might mean you have to leave your set alone. That should mean you leave your set alone. And leaving the gang is not easy to do. Leaving the street is not easy to do. Some of y'all niggas did so much dirt that y'all mindset is, yo, if I leave the sanctity of the gang, I'm on my own with all of the people that I did dirt to. That's a legitimate fear. And call it what it is. It's fear. People have the mindset that fear is stupid. Fear is something that God gave us in nature to stop us from doing stupid stuff that'll get us killed. That's really the definition of what fear is. It's the instinct that keeps an animal alive. So, of course, some of y'all fear that. Some of y'all fear your own gangs. If I leave the gang gonna turn on me. That's the rules, right? You blood in, blood out. Ain't it funny how they live by some of these rules, but not other of these rules? Just saying. Anyway, comment, like, subscribe, tell me what you think.